Hello, everybody, and cheers to a midday Monday water break. It's Fun Day Monday. How's everybody feeling? I hope you had a great weekend. I just finished putting together this week's episode of my podcast, hence the water break, which was very necessary. And I want to say I am so thankful to all of you who donated when I kicked off last Monday was Social Media Giving Day, and I put a fundraiser out there for Blessings in a Backpack. It is still active. You can donate. It's up for a month. My goal was $1,000. And we are at over $1,000 already. So super, super excited and thankful to all of you. The charity that I raise for is Blessings in a Backpack. And it's a United States organization that makes sure that no children are going home with food insecurity. So I will say this, I am proud. I put the goal at 1,000. I started it with, hey, George, you also added to it. And what's great is your donation doesn't even add up to this number, but to wake up and look first thing and see that you out there helped me reach my goal is very exciting. So thank you for donating. I appreciate all of you. You will also get a new episode of my podcast. Oh, that's so great. Vic is going to come to San Antonio, which is August 3rd. I will be at the Hustler store in San Antonio. And Vic, I am also really excited that I'm going to be visiting the Billy Madison show. I will be doing a remote interview online, so I'll be on their airwaves. I want to say it's the 30th, July 30th. So I know you listen to the Billy Madison show because it's like the most popular show in San Antonio. And I cannot wait to be a part of it. So yes, Saturday, August 3rd, I will be at the Hustler store in San Antonio. I'm reading a couple of comments, deciding what's really what I'm gonna respond to, but I did just put together my podcast, and I will say this: I had some mailbag questions gone wild, just like all of you right here in the chats, just going wild. How could you all? This must be that I'm getting some. This must be that I'm getting some time zones in other places, because I don't know how you could all be in this mindset on a Monday at noon. Okay, like we're working. Okay, we're over here working. We're not in that other mindset. Richard, great to see you in the room. I actually have Brittany to reach out to. I have a note that I'll be reaching out this week. I have an idea for all of us. Something very interesting has come across my news feed as I will be, I'm doing so much work right now writing this third book and a lot of research. And the research of what I'm finding is so fascinating that, Richard, I have to share it with you. I cannot wait to share it with the world, because I think my Instagram is absolutely the perfect depiction of what's happening to society. And when you read these comments and you just read them over and over and over again, it is so unbelievable that these are absolutely human beings. And what's crazy about these human beings is they're so misled and so misdirected, and they're living such lonely, incredibly lonely and desperate lives. And the internet has just created such an obstacle in between one human to the next to actually connect in an appropriate way. The internet has made people go from being incredibly lazy to incredibly entitled. Okay, I'm sorry, Blind. I'm going to have to block you because you've asked the same thing a million times already, and I'm going to smile through it because I know you're all in here just trying to be seen, and I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, it's the craziest comments. And Ed, what I'm learning about this culture is it's the culture that actually watched content before actually having any of their own experiences. And we're seeing with some fibers here that are really starting to be bound together. The extremists, the violence, those things also come from an addiction. They come from a loneliness. They come from that person. So it's just been really, really interesting to learn all about this, and it all makes perfect sense. And at the same time, somebody brought up Copa America. If you want to hear my thoughts on Copa America, you will have to listen to this episode of my podcast. I mean, hold on, I gotta block somebody else really quick. You have to listen to this week. So I'm not going to give it away here on my on my IG live, but I'm going to tell you, I spoke for 15 minutes about Copa America. So for all of you out there who've been asking me to get so involved in soccer, you're going to need to listen. It comes out on Wednesdays on all listening platforms, podcasts, the Lisa Ann Experience, and then every Friday we're in the live premiere. There will be no more summer series. I will not be doing a live on Friday nights anymore. I will just be in the chat for the live premiere, but no more live episodes. That was just way not fun for me. So you'll hear all the details in this week's episode of my podcast. Let's see. Hello, I hope you have a great day as well. Talking and reading comments at the same, really is. Thank you. I appreciate. I didn't get to read the comments, but I'm so happy that Brandy is okay and she's back home with Chris, and I've been checking on her and I love that woman. So I'm very excited. Thank you. I really hope that you all tune in to hear my thoughts on Copa America. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to block you again because you keep asking me to say your name, and I know why you want me to say it, because you want to whack off to it. So I'm not doing that. Like, I know what you're all trying to bait me to do here. This has become a sexual battlefield, trying to do an IG live and communicate on all of the other things that we're doing, because you're not listening, you're not hearing, you are only listening to your own thoughts. And so I get it, because now that I'm doing all of this research, I absolutely understand where this is coming from, and it's so misdirected, and I'm super sorry for all of you that this is the only life you know, which I love something, so many different, elements and layers and things that I'm all about. So I know you're going to enjoy this book. I'm sure many of you will never put the effort into reading it because it won't be fed to you. I will do an audio book, so you will get to hear it in my voice, but this is going to be a big conversation starter. David Jordan leaves me a nice message, and I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't follow college football, only Lisa, how are you so smart? I'm confused. I read a lot. I watch a lot of documentaries. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly trying to learn new things, and I'm constantly engaging in new conversations. So that's how you become intelligent, and it doesn't always have to deal with going to college. I didn't have the ability to go to college, so I just decided that I was going to learn for the rest of my life, as I am a student of life. Okay, so we're gonna block you too, because you're offering me $1 million cash, which is really unnecessary. Okay, thank you too. Okay, thank you too. All right, okay. Everlasting, I appreciate you, but that's all they talk in here. Is this kind of rubbish, really misguided energy, but what I have to do is power through and present to the people who are listening, because there's a lot of great people in the room, and I just have to give it for you guys, right? So this Saturday, I will be in Brooklyn at Williamsburg Wine and Liquor for a wine tasting of my wine, Lisa by Lisa Ann. David asks, when's the book come out? I gotta finish it first, David. I'll let you know when I finish it. Right now I'm going deep into, I'm doing between 2 and 4 hours a day every day, 5 days a week. But there's some days I'm getting in a little bit less because I'm busy, that kind of a thing. He wasn't really going to offer me the millions of dollars. It's a scam. Donated it to charity. And he wasn't going to offer me it. I had to do something for it. I don't want to do that even if it's for charity. People are so crazy. Oh, cannot wait to talk a little NFL. I think the Steelers are going to be a very interesting team to watch this year. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson up in there doing that competition. I think it's going to be wild. Hope Justin Fields gets the opportunity. There's a lot more playmakers there. They built the line. We know the Steelers can be really good. All right, back to this. This Saturday, I will be at Williamsburg Wine and Liquor. It will be a wine tasting. I will be there from 3 to 5 p.m. You know that I have 2 more spots. 2 more spots, that's right, 2 more Hustler stores that I will be visiting to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Hustler on Saturday, August 3rd. I will be in San Antonio, Texas. And if you are in San Antonio, and don't worry, I'm reading everyone's comments, don't you think? I'm reading everyone's comments. I don't need a band t-shirt. I appreciate you, but I don't need a band t-shirt. Stop trying to give me, I'm good. If you are in San Antonio, that I know you are a fan of, the Billy Madison Show. I will be visiting the Billy Madison Show on the 30th to promote my spot where I'm going to be at the Hustler Store on August 3rd. I will also be at the Hustler Store in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday, February, where'd that come from? Reading and talking. On Saturday, August 10th, so I can't wait. And guess what? Walk Sauce, who just joined the room, Walk Sauce, I just pulled the clips for our episode. Your episode comes out this week. So Wednesday, you get into the comments. Bob, don't read everybody's comments. I mean, you got to filter through 20 to read one of yours. I mean, maybe 30, maybe 40. Bob, we've made some executive decisions. I announced them on this week's episode of my podcast, which is guest Walk Sauce, who's in the room with us right now, which is awesome. But no more Friday Night Live. No, we're just going to go back to the regular protocol, Bob. I realize I don't have the bandwidth at 8 p.m. on a Friday to deal with the creepers. I've been drained all week. I've been battered all week trying to just run my business, do my thing, do my life. So we're just going to go back to the regular. Just let me tell you that. Thank you. All right, everybody in here. Okay, so looks good. Looks like I can start to back out of this bad boy. And I'm thrilled to do it, okay? New episode of my podcast will come out. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. New episode of my podcast comes up. Jack would like to know where I can meet you. Is this a dating app, Jack, or is this Instagram? I do promote live events. I have a live event this Saturday, July 27th in Brooklyn at Williamsburg Wine and Liquor. I also have 2 live events coming up at the Hustler Stores. That's Saturday, August 3rd in San Antonio and Saturday, August 10th in Fort Lauderdale. I will also be at both Exoticas. And so, Jack, if you want to meet me, feel free to come to a public event. But if you're planning on thinking that you get one-on-one time, no. I roll with security. I do not meet up with people alone. I am not in this IG to make dates. And I'm super sorry for how unsexed you all are, because the comments in here are just a stark reminder of why the importance of writing this book could never be greater. There is so much misguided energy out there. You all have allowed your minds to be melted by over-consuming adult content. And now you have become weak. The weakest of all male generations that we've seen in the history of the United States. We're being flooded with the red pill incel community. And isn't it ironic that the one shooter that got shot, the last thing he searched was adult content? Isn't it ironic that the comments in here, oh, see me, see me, see me, go with me, go with me, go with me. Ugh. Does it make any of you seem like men or attractive? If any of you ever really thought you could date a hot girl who's successful, this is not going to be the way you get her. The conversations that you're having, by the way, are able for other people to see, so everyone else in the room is looking at your comments and being like, ew. I get endless texts after I do these streams of people saying, how do you deal with the comments? I deal with it because I know it's not really my problem. But I do know it's a problem of society. And I do think this book is going to rock your world. And when I prove to you the stats, and those of you that are in this room with me doing all of my lives, and you are a credible witness to this, you have to remember that you're also walking amongst those people. You're on planes with them. You're in the airport with them. You're in the grocery store with them. These people are among us. These people that speak this way. As a matter of fact, my mailbag this week, my Ask Lisa Ann mailbag was, I let it be wild because I knew Walk Sauce would enjoy the entertainment. But I just want you all to take a big step. Here's a good one. This is what I get from everybody, okay? Okay. I do not want to do a live with a stranger. AskLisaAnn@gmail is my email for my mailbag. But no, we're not. I'm reading all of it. I'm reading all of it. David, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's interesting, but now that I've done the research and I've decided that this is my next mission in life, I get it. I see it, and there's no one better to discuss this than someone that gets this kind of interactions. And don't worry, my girlfriends who aren't in the business did that as well. Not for that, and money chat will be free, living in stress. Okay, all right. Well, these were all I did grads. Okay, all right. Well, nothing that I missed out, but think about it. You know, and I just answered a mailbag question to somebody about really monitoring what we do. We know our phones give us our analytics, but if you could write down the amount of things that you're doing in a day, like if you sit and watch TV, why don't you write it down? And then when you're done, write it down. At the end of the week, add it up and say, could I have been doing something better with my time? Could I have been reading? Could I have been learning? Could I have been writing? Could I have been picking up another business? Could I have been making more friends? Could I have been getting out? Could I have been dating? There's so many things that you all could be doing, and I know you want to be doing it, because the second that I come on these lives, you all come and you want to be seen, and you're showing yourself as that person that wants to be noticed. May you be going about it in the wrong way. I do seriously so the producer, I think the documentary for the book would work. So the documentary is already done. I already did my speaking engagement, and I already did a project that you're going to see later on this year. And it's really what made me realize me writing a book would be able to develop the conversation even more, because I don't have final cut in the documentary. And so there could be things that I thought were important that didn't get addressed. So that's why I'm writing the book, but the documentary might come first. But this is going to be really educational. I think everybody, somebody wants me to speak on mental health. I am not. This is another thing that's been coming to me a lot lately, is that people are trying to force me to speak on mental health when I'm not a mental health advocate. I am a mental health advocate, but I'm not a mental health educator. I'm not a doctor. I don't have the ability, but it's being forced. It's very interesting. This is just another thing. This is just another way for a lonely young man or older man to get noticed, is to bring up a new conversation. People are using keywords as if they're making their own clickbaitable comments so that they can get attention. This thing for wanting to get attention is something that you need to be doing out, not online. You need to go out and meet people. You need to talk in person. You need to have some people that want to see you and smile when they see your face. You need to not have other people in a room be creeped out by you. Think about the message that you're putting out there. I'm used to it, but it makes everybody else incredibly uncomfortable. And then those people are going to see you and remember you, and guess what? They're not going to want to engage with you. So let's not isolate ourselves more. Let's find a way to get out there, step away from the computer. Somebody is obsessed with me being married. Lots of emojis, lots of this, lots of that, but you have to do the work. And so for all of you going out there, no, I don't want it to have final cut. I'm perfectly happy with it. Thanks for the producer, though. Producer, I appreciate where you're going with that. I don't own the content. I love the project that I did. I didn't mean that in any way that I'm not satisfied. I'm fully satisfied with this project, but I just knew that I should elaborate in this book. So, want to just remind everybody, I'm not stressing. This is just how they are. Kuban, I don't know if you're new here, but this is how my comments are. Welcome to my life. It's just normal. But I want to really important for you all to think about these things. And remember, I have a podcast. It comes out every Wednesday. This week I have a guest, and he's amazing. His name is Walk Sauce. I have a very robust monologue and a wild mailbag. So the Lisa Ann Experience, you should just subscribe, all of those things. Secondly, this Friday, we get season 3 of Better Halves. So my show with comedian Brett Raybold comes back on air. We got 10 weeks, baby, and we are all recorded. So every Friday you get a new episode. I'm the host. I have my co-host who's a comedian. We bring in other comedians. We have an amazing producer, Paul, in the SiriusXM studios. It is so much fun. Lean into it. If you haven't yet, you can catch up on the previous episodes on the SiriusXM app. You can also catch them on replays on Raw Comedy Channel 99. So if you are a SiriusXM subscriber, check out Better Halves. It is a ton of fun. I love it so much. So everybody have a great day. Share some love. The creepers kind of fell out, right? Some of them gave up. Oh, it got nice in here. Smaller group of people, but nice in here. And for all of you, try to really work on yourself every day. A little bit of reading, a little bit of growing, a little bit of learning how to communicate, and a little reminder that life is not just happening on the internet, it's happening outside and around us. And oh, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna block you because you keep saying the same thing and you're so upset. I need to come back to movie. I'm so sorry, I'm not coming back to movie. I'm telling you all of the things that I'm doing. And for all of it, have a great rest of your day, everybody. We had about 150 marriage proposals. We had a couple thousand I love yous. We had a couple thousand creepers. A lot of people in here being wild. I did block you, but it didn't catch up fast enough. I see everybody here, and for my people who I enjoy to see, you're the reasons that I come in here and I take this absolute chaos. And I do it because I'm so sorry, I have to block you too. Once you just start with too much love, I can't take it. It's a lot of pressure for me. You can't love a stranger. I'm just sorry about it. You know what I mean? Oh, before I forget, there's a couple imposters going. I'll see you on Saturday, Mary. I can't wait. A couple imposters going crazy right now on social media. I got an email from somebody saying they're trying to figure out which one is me. None of them are me. I don't private message. So if you get hit up by an imposter, just ask them to video chat. It's the best way to kibosh it because they're not going to be able to video chat because they're not me. So everyone, great to see you. Thank you for all the hellos. I am going to put in my time this afternoon, and each time I do one of these lives, believe it or not, I actually get more motivated to write this book because I am every day more horrified for these young men and the limited lives that they're living and the limited lives that they're going to be living. Step away from the content, everybody. Get out and do something good for yourself. Be contributing to society. I put that fundraiser up. I've raised $1,000, little over $1,000 for Blessings in a Backpack. Do something good instead of just deciding that you should be creeping all day long. There's no good for that. Nothing good's gonna come out of it. And I'm so sorry for your zero factor life that you don't have anything more exciting to do. But if you work at it, you will. So that's up to you. I will let you all know. I've got to finish writing the new book first, but you can catch up on my first two books, which are very much about me. And you can find them both at my store, shoplisaan.com. You can get them both on Amazon and on all formats, and the audiobooks are written in my voice. Thank you all for being here today. Try not to be creepy. If it's the best thing that you can do all day, do a good deed, be nice to somebody else, and have a great rest of your day.